Welcome back to the Cycling Trike YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to ride a trike. Let's get to it. First off, before you get on the trike, you're going to want to make sure all the tires are properly inflated, they're not low or anything like that, and make sure the bolts are tight and don't need to be tightened. And after you do that, you're going to want to make sure your parking brake's set if your bike has, or if your trike has one. If it does not, just make sure it's on a flat surface. Do not get on your trike if it's on an incline. But if your trike has a parking brake, then it doesn't really matter how you or where you get on your trike, just as long as it's not on a hill where the bike's tilted up like this, or vice versa. But the first step on getting on the bike is, what I like to do is step on the frame and get on the seat like that. And then to get off of it, just reverse. Once you're on the bike, you're going to want to keep your feet on the pedals. Don't put your feet on the ground, because that increases the chances of getting injury or something. Before we get to riding and showing you how this works while on the bike, I want to explain some basic functions on the handlebar. This may be different depending on the spec of your bike or the manufacturer, but I'll tell you what mine has. You have the front brake right here, you have the rear brake right here, along with the shifter. When stopping, I recommend using the back brake first, and then if you need more power, you can use the front. And then shifting, pretty basic. You shift, you twist forward to go up in gear, and then you twist backwards to lower your gear. Nothing too much to that. And the amount of gears you have can vary. Most common is 3, 5, and 7. One last thing before we get to riding the trike is reversing. This, you may need to do it if you need to turn around or you need to back up and then go forward or something. I don't know what you'd have to back up for. I do it pretty often. There's 3 different ways to do it. First one, I don't usually recommend it because it's kind of dangerous, but you'll slide off the seat and you just walk the bike backwards. Not the most convenient way, and then you have the pedals that turn, which will interfere. That's why it's not the safest. The second way is, which I like to do, it's probably the most safest option, is I like to squeeze the front brakes and just lean backwards, and it works pretty well. And then the third option is pretty basic. I don't usually do it because it involves getting off the bike, but you get off the bike and you just roll the bike backwards. Or you could roll it forward and you can do that. Yeah, that's about it for reversing the trike. Okay guys, let's get to how to ride this trike. Do have the parking brake set. My feet are on the pedals. I'd recommend before starting off, make sure you're in a pedal position that's most comfortable for you to get started. Then if you have speeds, put in a lower gear. All you're going to do is start off after you release the parking brake if you have one. There's really nothing to it, just pedal. Then the shift, you have to be pedaling to shift. But let's talk about turning. When turning, I'm just going to do a U-turn because there's nothing really to turn into. What we want to do is lean into the child. This will help prevent the bike from tipping as long as you're going the proper speed when turning. The proper speed is to keep it under 5 miles an hour. Sometimes I don't do that because I have a bit more experience, but I don't do too much over. About 7 I've done it. I've done 9 too, but when shifting, you're just gonna take the shifter and as you're pedaling, shift down, or you can shift up. I think you heard it there, shift. Really, there's nothing too oh yeah, Trike. Might show some clips of me turning the Trike from the outside, so you get an idea of how to shift your body weight. That's one of the major things about riding the Trike. Also, if you're traveling on a trail, let's say your bike isn't straight, so it's kind of slanted to one side, you're at an angle, you're going to want to keep your body upright. So if the left side is pointed down, you're going to want to lean to the right, because you will tip if you're driving or riding on the angle. Okay, here are some clips of me riding from the outside. There'll be I might put some music on when I do it, I don't know. But you won't be able to hear me. If you like today's tutorial on how to ride a Trike, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. If you have any more questions, leave it down below, and see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.